What's going on, my people? It's your boy Smooth Blaze, and I would like to welcome you to Play Your Cards Right, Life Skills, Session 2, Part 3. Now, before we get into the important aspects of this week's conversation, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my page. Also, make sure you click that notification bell and select all so you will not miss one single video. Now, previously on Play Your Cards Right, we discussed understanding what is already being played. We got our hands out, we looking at each suit that's being played, and when we think about that from that perspective, let's look at nonverbal communications. You cannot talk the board, but based on your gesture, your movements, you can see how to communicate properly throughout the game. Now, this is one of the major parts that we will discuss for this week. When to cut or when to throw off. And when I thought about this, when you play in this game, if you cut too early, you may cut your partner out. But if you throw off, you may allow the other teammate to win a book that they shouldn't win. So when I thought about this, it made me think about decision-making skills as a whole. And the best way to define decision-making skills is show your proficiency in choosing between two or more alternatives. You can make moves once you process all the information available to speak and to move with the right points of contact involved in any situation. So just learning and looking at this definition, I thought to myself, and I asked myself this as well: do we and do I really make decisions that are conducive to my success or to my destruction? Because decision making will lead to success or failure. How you move throughout your life is defined by the decisions that you make on a day-to-day basis. Now, what I discovered from some research is that there are three major ways to improve decision-making skills. Make sure you got a pen and pad and write this information down. 1, make a list of alternatives and analyze each one. When you're making a major decision like going to school, know exactly what the hell you want to major in. Know exactly what you want to major in, because it allows you to see what curriculum that you have so you can transition from this, from that. Even at your job, look at it like this. When you get let's say that you get an entry-level position at a corporation and it's an accounting role. Make sure you can go to level 2, level 3, level 4 accounting and be an accounting manager. Make sure there's a path laid out so that you can see visually what's going on. Second way, weigh the cost against the benefits. Meaning, if I decide to take this path, this could be a positive impact on me, but these are the negatives that come behind. If I decide to leave this organization and go to the next one, it's a good thing that I get more money from it. However, in the long run, I could have a horrible culture there. I may be making the money, but at the same time, the culture is not conducive to me growing. Or you might have a situation where you're working at a job, you know what, you can do it in your sleep, but they don't respect you, nor do they pay you to the value. But the job you do, you enjoy it. Last thing to improve decision-making skills. Understand the significance of what matters. Meaning, know and understand the end role or the end game of whatever you're doing. When you are trying to make positive and sound decisions in your life, just ensure that we take the time out to know exactly what's the end goal and how is the best way or alternative we can use to get to that goal. It might take longer, it might take a shorter time. but what ways can we cultivate avenues to get to where our decision-making skills are sound and proficient? Because at the end of the day, if we don't have that, we out here lost in these streets. So I ask you these two questions before we get out of here. Do I have some holes in my decision-making skills that I need to fill? Just be real with yourself. Are there things that you are missing or lacking in your decision-making skills? That is one. Secondly, am I open-minded enough to make those adjustments? Change is a hard thing to go through, especially when a person telling you your decision-making skills are horrible. They are not conducive. They are not productive. However, we have to know how to move, how to navigate, how to adjust. So, as we close, I would like to say, one, thank you for taking the time out to view my video. And please make sure you like, comment, subscribe to my page. Also, make sure you select all for notifications. But before we leave and before we close, just remember this simple phrase. We cannot control the hand that was dealt for us, but we can move with a purpose. Again, we cannot control the hand that was dealt for us, but we can move with a purpose. It's your boy Smooth Blaze, and I'm signing out. Peace and love.